spouse, many times they lose their desire to go on. They want to die and to be wherever that spouse is. But in time, they somehow get the strength to carry on. God was David's strength. Can you say that God's love is better than life?
She was born 1957, Holly Janice Coulsting, daughter of Harry and Bernice. Raised in an observant Catholic family, Holly hungered to understand why God placed her on earth and how she could find a personal relationship with Him. Holly questioned why she should confess her sins to a man instead of going directly to Jesus. In high school, Holly's friend Peter invited her to a spaghetti dinner at his church. It was there Holly heard and understood the gospel for the very first time. She learned that we are all separated from God, but that Jesus had paid for our sins when He died on the cross. She learned that she needed to trust in Him and the work that He did, not in our own human effort. Holly knelt down by her bed and received Jesus as her own personal sin-bearer and Messiah. Growing up on the East Coast, most of her friends were Jewish. In fact, she felt she identified more with the Jewish culture. She felt a deep burden to tell Jewish people about their own Messiah, known by his Hebrew name, Yeshua. In 1983, Holly enrolled at Moody Bible Institute in Jewish and Modern Israel Studies.
Lord, you are our life.
During her time at Moody, Holly attended the Olive Tree Messianic congregation where she often sang. Holly was an accomplished vocalist. She met Stan Meyer, a missionary with Jews for Jesus. Stan played the piano. Holly and Stan were married at the Olive Tree in 1990 and traveled with the Jews for Jesus singing group, the Liberated Wailing Wall, for 18 months. Holly went on to serve for 21 years with Jews for Jesus, distributing gospel tracts, meeting one-on-one with women, and presenting Christ in the Passover. During that time, she helped point women to their Messiah.
But when we made it to John chapter 4, there was something about the woman at the well that struck a chord in her heart and helped her to see that she was separated from God because of her sin. And she finally understood that she was a sinner. And on January 13th, in 2003, Rita prayed to receive Jesus as her Messiah.
In 2005, while serving in Fort Lauderdale, the couple flew to China where they adopted Caroline Fu Tong, or Carrie Fu.
Carrie just fits in perfectly and comes along with me wherever I go, and it opened up opportunities to just easily talk about how, as a family, we believe in Jesus and that He's the promised Jewish Messiah.
In 2007, Holly and Stan moved to Los Angeles, where Stan served as the Los Angeles branch leader.
Bury my heart on the mission field, Lord.
In February 2010, while performing at a Valentine's Day banquet in Ventura, Holly complained that she couldn't keep up with Stan on the piano. She said her tongue felt sluggish. After a battery of tests, a neurologist at UCLA told Holly she had ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease. The disease is terminal, and most patients have 3 to 5 years to live.
From the cold
God granted Holly and Stan a year to travel, see friends and family, and enjoy their time together. But in 2011, Holly began to have trouble breathing, swallowing, and speaking. In August 2011, Holly couldn't speak anymore, and on November 23rd, the night before Thanksgiving, Holly went into respiratory failure. She flew home to celebrate Thanksgiving with her Messiah, Yeshua.
Lord, please bury my heart.
Holly was brave until the very end. She knew in whom she had put her trust. Holly died on the mission field, bringing the news of Yeshua to the people she loved, the Jewish people. When Holly turned to set out to ministry and turned to serve her Messiah on the mission field, she didn't look back. Holly's prayer was, "Bury my heart on the mission field, Lord."
These distant voices won't fade away. I'll do your will, no matter the cost. Lord, please bury my